Hey there, Jennifer Vanderbeek, Imagine Artist in Residence here, and today I want to show you how I made this very cute card quickly using the little scatter stamps from Waffle Flower. I started with some double-sided cardstock, 2 shades of pink. I cut 2 card fronts and I ran one of them through my Create a Sticker to go ahead and put adhesive on the whole back. And now I'm using some Versamark Dazzle and Champagne to stamp and emboss the little mini currently drinking stamps. I love these little stamps. They were part of Waffle Flower's planner line, if I'm not mistaken. And I think, aside from using them in your planner or, other small things like that, I think they work great for making a scattered background by just multiple stamping. I used white embossing powder on the darker pink and the plum on the lighter pink and heat emboss them. And now, quick tip, one of the best things I have found for cleaning up any little particles of embossing powder that get on your craft mat is a clean foam brush. Now, I'm also using some dies from Waffle Flower to cut out my letters. I went ahead and I arranged them on a piece of adhesive, repositionable adhesive tape just to keep them straight, and then ran them through the die cutter all at once. Then I removed the letters and stacked them on my darker layer, and you can kind of see some of the stamping shows up through the layer it cuts. Now, to further embellish them, I'm using a white gel pen just to go around the perimeter of the letters, and then I'm going to use the cutouts of the letters. They have these great dots down the larger sections, and I'm using that as my guide to add those dots back in, especially in the sections that did not have as much stamping showing through, just to make it look interesting. I trimmed it down to fit my card a little bit better with a matted look, and then I ran the edges over a white brilliance pad. Now I'm using a massive sentiment stamp set here to stamp It's Party Time, but I didn't have It's Party Time. I had It's Party Times, which sounds like a bad translation. So instead, I carefully carved off the S and put it back on the holding sheet and was able to stamp my sentiment just fine. Once I'd cut down the flag, I realized, it needed a little bit more, so I used some Memento ink and one of those dewdrops. Those dewdrops are perfect for getting in those little notched flags. And to finish out the card, I am going to use some foam adhesive on the back of my sentiment and some twine around the base of the card, strung with a little dragonfly charm, just because I thought it was cute and I couldn't find the cocktail charm that I know is going to be somewhere in my craft room, and I will find it probably in a week. And there you go. I think this card would be fabulous for a bachelorette party or a girls' night out if you wanted to surprise someone or cheer them up. I think this would be perfect. And, take a look at your tiny stamps and see what you can do to use them on a grander scale. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, for more tips and inspiration, point your browsers over to imaginecrafts.com. Bye-bye.